This is it. Judgment Day. Today, things are going to get settled at last. A lot of things.
Whoa!
Why?
Wow. The yawn included into that.
What's the big idea?
Sorry, Nick. I only touched your shoulder. Is it like this aftershock thing? Like the static thing? I think that. I guess the shock hasn't worn off from my run-in with the stun gun yesterday.
That's not how that works.
That really isn't. Anyhow, today's the last day of the trial. Good luck, Nick. I mean, it is anime for a reason.
Yeah, thanks, Maya. Of course, it's looking glum as well. I hope Von Karma doesn't push them too hard.
What? What are you doing? Sorry, I'm sorry. I just thought I'd cheer you up.
Powers?
We're getting superpowers from just getting shocked.
Yeah, she's an X-Men, right?
Executed by a radioactive pixie.
Yeah.
Maybe you should go outside and discharge.
Right. What? How does that work? Right. Good idea.
Discharge. Touch grass. Phoenix Wright just told her to go outside and touch grass. Try not to electrocute anyone on the way out.
Yeah. Oh. Hey.
Oh yeah, pal.
He's like Wario.
Oh yeah. What's gotten into that girl?
Detective Gumshoe.
Morning, Mr. Edgeworth.
Good morning.
How did it go, Detective? Have no fear. As promised, I've captured our runaway caretaker. I just brought him in. Took all night, pal. Thanks, Detective.
I'm sorry, but I keep on. Keep on looking at something else. Sorry. Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. You must be tired.
Actually, after that shock about the way in, I feel pretty good.
It was
Yogi
shocking.
says he's forgotten his own name. But that has to be a lie. Why would you want revenge on Edgeworth if he couldn't remember his past? He does remember, and I'm going to prove it.
How is he going to prove it? Do we even have anything that proves it?
I don't know.
I don't remember anything. It's been like 2 weeks.
Court is in session for the trial, Mr. Edgeworth.
Are you eating right now?
Yeah, it sounds like he's
pie.
Cherry pie? You said you were eating?
Yeah, it's delicious.
I'm not a big
pie
fan of
in
cherry.
years, man. I haven't
I'm not a big
had
fan.
real pie in a long time.
There's no more witness.
I'll take a little break from eating pie.
There's no more.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth.
Wait, was that true? There's no more witness?
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
I have no idea.
Didn't this guy say he was gonna bring some new shit?
Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna get some bullshit, probably. The prosecution is ready.
Wow.
Right away. Very well. We have reached the final day of our proceeding in this trial. I ask that the prosecution submit decisive evidence.
Prosecution.
Understood.
Sorry. I wish you could grab something. Come on, don't be on the silence for every little thing he says. What did he say?
Very well, Mr. Von Karma. Your opening statement.
Von Karma actually said something. Some things, like, properly.
Okay.
Right. Thanks to Detective Gumshoe's effort, the boat rental shop caretaker has been arrested. In yesterday's trial, the defense asserted that the caretaker was the murderer. However, the caretaker has yet to confirm this. I would like to ask the defense to cross-examine him as much as necessary.
Very well. Please bring the witness into the courtroom.
Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I believe you all remember our witness, who lives in a boat rental shop on the lake from where he witnessed the incident. In addition, he has currently lost memory of his name and identity.
Witness! Why did you run away yesterday?
The witness was not running away, as he will now testify.
I see. Very well. Please begin your testimony.
Again. Why I left court.
I'm really sorry about that leaving yesterday like I did. But I wasn't running away or nothing. I went to buy some food for Polly, see? I figured it got nothing to do with the incident anyhow. I mean, I need one of those motive things, right? And I don't got one. So my testimony yesterday stands as is.
What's your
Well,
testimony?
That was super coherent for this old man.
Very well.
Yeah.
He didn't make a testimony yesterday, though. Did he?
He did. He did.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I think he did. He said, like, he saw Edgeworth or something. Never mind. Let's begin the cross-examination, shall we?
He has to know his name. Yanni Yogi. You're Yanni Yogi, and I'm going to prove it.
So I just want to make sure, what actual evidence do we have? Because, like, I don't even know what evidence do we have.
A bullet,
Incident photo, case file.
Ollie,
Alright.
middle detector, pistol, bullet, overhead map.
Is that all?
It doesn't look like we can use any of this specifically just yet. Yeah, you have to do it. Okay.
Huh. Huh. Figured it got nothing to do with this incident somehow. I'd need one of the, like, I guess I could press this.
Yeah.
How can you say you had no motive? I say you do. You had a grudge against Edgeworth and the victim, Robert Ham. That's why you took revenge on them, right?
Please do not make me repeat myself, Mr. Wright. The witness has no memory of beyond several years ago.
I'm sorry, what was that? Can you repeat that?
He can't hold a grudge. It's impossible.
He has no memory of anything beyond several years ago.
Yeah, several.
7 years. I can read.
I have to prove he's lying about his memory. Otherwise, it's going to be the same thing over and over until the trial ends. First things first, I have to prove this man is who he is. Who he is. Who doesn't say he is. Do that, and the motive will prove itself. But the
Press, yeah, press on that.
See? Food?
Well, Polly's a bit of a gourmand, you see. She only eats these high-quality bird pellets from France.
Wow. That is like a freaking gourmet bird.
Yeah.
They only have them in the big pet town shop downtown.
But you weren't arrested until this morning. Why didn't you go back to the caretaker's shack?
Oh, well, I kinda got lost, you see.
The witness has trouble remembering things sometimes. When the police apprehended him, he was on his way back to the shack.
Yeah, right. Nice try, Carla. No one's gonna believe that.
I see. So he was lost.
Funny you should say that, Peter. Please, Your Honor, come to your senses.
I guess this one?
I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. Really now.
What if you just
press that? Why don't you press that last one? Because then that's gonna reveal something.
maybe you just kind of need to shock him, like show him the picture of the dead body or something, and he'll go, "Ugh, that guy," or something like that. Then he'll be like, "Why did you react so
Press this one first because yeah, I got nothing to do with this incident. You can you lost much of your memory. Is that correct?
Yeah, seems like it. Who are you?
I'm your son?"
Then how could you know that you didn't have anything to do with this incident? Or maybe you're lying about not having your memory. You know exactly who you are.
The witness has testified quite clearly that he has no memory of who he is. If you claim he is lying, then show the court proof.
How am I supposed to prove what's going on in that old doctor's head? That's impossible.
I'm glad you've come to your senses, Mr. Wright.
You can read our mind.
Very well, witness. Please continue.
Clearly, he's a vampire.
Judge,
Pie man.
Oh, sorry, I was
Pie man.
the judge is busy eating pie right now.
Might I say something, Mr. Wright?
Yes. Yes, Your Honor.
You've been saying the same thing now over and over. You've been calling the witness' memory of the past, or lack thereof, into question. But does this really have anything to do with the current case?
Of course, Your Honor. The witness has said he has nothing to do with this case and no motive. Both of these statements are lies.
Order! Order! Mr. Wright, this is a serious problem with your claim. Or are you saying? Are you saying you know who this witness is?
That's right, Your Honor. Of course, Your Honor.
Oh ho! Now this is interesting. I would like to know myself. So, who is he?
It's like dumb on cover.
Mr. Wright, please tell us the witness's name.
His name is Gregory No.
His name is the monster in the lake.
Robert Hammond.
Gordy, yeah, his name is Gordy.
His name
I
is
can't-
Von Karma.
Okay, yeah, Yogi.
Like multiple choice answers on tests be like, his name is Yanni
Yeah.
Yogi, a former court bailiff. Or I guess I should say that with more pizzazz. His name is Yanni Yogi, a former court bailiff.
Like, anticlimactic.
Yogi? That name seems familiar.
Yeah,
Yogi Bear.
Bear.
ass looking-
You watched it on TV.
This was the same
Yeah,
judge,
it turns
right?
out the judge was the same.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
One
he's,
second.
he was much younger and didn't have that much big of a beard, and he had hair.
Yanni Yogi from the DL-6 incident.
DLC.
The judge would have heard of it. It was such a famous case.
But what does this mean?
What do you mean? What does this mean?
Your Honor, if this man is Mr. Yogi, then he has a clear motive.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't pick up. Jumping to
No,
conclusion
no.
again, Mr. Wright.
Something is what I do best. Mr. Carter.
It's my job.
This witness is Yanni Yogi. Fascinating.
I know,
However,
right?
how do you propose to prove this to the court? I smile as I have the evidence in my jacket.
I call Victor Von Karma to the stand.
This is a court of law. As you may recall, you need proof. And allow me to repeat once more that the witness has lost his memory.
This is it. I have to do this now. I can't prove he's Yogi right here, right now. And I've got nowhere else to go. Don't look at me like that, man.
Nick, how are you going to prove it? How can you prove that he's Yanni Yogi?
It's okay. It's actually quite simple. Your Honor? Now this song. Please take this man's fingerprints.
Oh!
He's gonna suddenly be like, oh boy. Bailiff, mark his nuts. Then we'll compare them to the fingerprints on the file from Yanni Yogi 15 years ago.
What if he burnt it
real
off?
authority.
Or assuming that he did.
I see. That makes sense.
Tis.
Uh-oh, I don't like that smile.
I hate this.
Huh?
I'm very, very sorry, Mr. Wright.
Oh god, the file has been taken.
It's another
By
trap.
Karma. What?
The witness has no Oh, he thought of this. No fingerprint.
Wait, why does he have no finger? Yeah, he probably burnt it off or something.
What? No fingerprints.
Burnt them off last night.
yeah.
You see, before I worked as a caretaker, I worked at a chemical plant.
Wait, he's a Oh, right, both.
I burned my finger with this stuff. Yep.
What? Yogi, you sneak! You burned your fingerprints off to hide your past. Then his fingerprints would have
Well,
matched one on the
The
gun,
witness
right?
has no fingerprints.
Hold it.
Yeah, actually,
Because you
yeah,
grow
you
new
would
ones,
not-
right?
no. You can actually burn off your fingerprints completely.
Oh,
Let's
you don't
compare an
know?
old picture with the guy.
Yeah, you can actually do that.
I
Like,
guess we will not be able to prove his identity.
I thought you
Get a fucking detective on my
I thought you
case.
did grow new fingerprints or something like that.
I'm not 100% sure.
No. Okay. Well, they would still match the gun last night.
Is
Yeah,
this
they
his-
would.
Well, what will you do, Mr. Wright?
I guess you can. Couldn't they do a DNA test?
Maybe they didn't have DNA from that guy.
Yeah, I don't think they have DNA.
Yeah, that's not something everyone has.
It seems that the case has been decided, no?
I thought you would be able to have a DNA test because he was part of the DL6, sorry. The DL6 incident. At least I would think. But clearly, why would I know?
I just can't prove it. But no, I can't let it end like this. I can't lose. There has to be another way.
Yeah, if you didn't give the freaking piece of paper to freaking Von Karma.
Yeah, that was a
Don't
dumb
let him grab it.
There's no one who can testify who this witness is. No one, especially not the parrot.
Except for me. Ashton.
you like totally said the answer beforehand.
I mean, it's so fucking obvious.
What are we going to do? Especially not the
I
parrot.
didn't even consider that he might have erased his fingerprints. What do I do? Oh,
Perhaps
you
you'd
better
like
watch
to
what you're
cross-examine
saying.
his parrot for a little comic relief.
Yeah, very fun. You're a sore winner, Von Karma. Except for the fact that that's a good idea. Wait a second. Cross-examine his parrot?
What is it, Nick? No, you're not going to.
I am. Your Honor? The defense would like to take Mr. Von Karma off on his proposal.
Take Mr. Von Karma up? Up where?
Is this so fucking dense?
Oh my proposal.
Sorry, what, Seth?
Oh my proposal.
No. Before that part. What were you saying? Like the dense part?
I can't. The judge is so fucking dense.
Oh yeah, he's an idiot. The judge is clearly an idiot.
Listen, his brain is full of laws, okay? Figuring shit out is not his job. His job is to, you know, hear everything and then give a fair and decisive answer, okay?
Yeah, I guess that's true.
I would like to cross-examine the witness's parrot.
I mean, I think the judge is doing a pretty good job. Like when somebody comes in and says they want to cross-examine a parrot, he says, sure. I mean, and then, you know, it goes somewhere. I mean, you know. Oh, well, what do you think, Mr. Von Karma?
I mean, I suggested it.
Did you ask? This is boss. I object.
Objection! I object. Wait a second. You were the one who suggested I cross-examine the parrot, Von Karma. That was a joke. I have a right to do as you suggested.
I mean, it's true. I wonder if this could actually happen in court.
In real life?
Yeah.
Strange things have happened.
You're
Oh.
so desperate. If you're so desperate, be my guest.
President, just say no.
Yeah, I know, right? Like, did you guys hear about the Apple versus Epic court battle?
What?
Epic
No.
versus Apple. So, there's one of the court battles. This is a literal. This is actually recorded. I don't know. I'm going to be paraphrasing a lot in this one. Apparently, during the court battle of one of the Apple versus Epic hearings, they were judging Fortnite inside the day on one of the days, and I think it was one of the Apple's lawyers was like talking about how Fortnite is kind of lewd. And you know Fortnite's banana, right? There's a banana costume for Fortnite. So it literally is just a banana. And they were like, if this banana wears a tuxedo, what happens if you undress it? It's just a banana, man.
They say that?
Wait, they're saying if you have a tuxedo, what happens when you undress it?
Yeah, and then
Naked, I guess.
The other guy, the opposition was like, it's just a banana, ma'am.
Objection, Your Honor. It's just a banana.
It was so funny. Oh god. I have to find it. I have to find it. It's so funny.
The fuck is a banana?
So when you they're saying when you undo a
Of
tuxedo,
course you should go through with
it's
it.
like what? It's like a penis or something, and that's what the banana is. It's your penis.
No, it's just a regular banana. It's a complete banana.
Okay.
That's literally all it is. And they're trying to so Apple's trying to make it sound like Fortnite is not under 18.
Yeah. Sexual.
Yeah, kind of thing. And it's stupid, basically.
Yep.
And nothing comes out of it. Then I hope you're ready to face the consequence.
Nick, this is crazy.
Well, still want to go through with your little game?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm doing it. Let the parrot take the stand, Von Karma. I will cross-examine her, Your Honor.
This is the most ridiculous thing I ever heard. Second to the first time we did this.
Von Karma's read every person's testimony. Except the parrot. She's my last chance. At least, I think so.
Well, I mean, they just need to say the key words.
Bailiff, bring in the parrot.
Plot twist: Von Karma just previously killed the parrot.
Oh man, give me a second.
That's quite a bird. Please tell us your name. Name.
The gavel.
He's talking to a fucking bird.
The witness is ignoring me.
See if Von Karma try to be to question the bird.
Ahem. Very well, witness. Who is your owner? Please, testify for us.
Oh.
Oh fuck. Jenny, we got our work cut out for us.
Certainly the most concise testimony we've had so far.
You know, this would be hilarious if Japan did a stage play on this one part of the show.
I think there is probably one. I think I remember seeing Parrot in like one of the
Really?
trailers for like a movie. It was like a movie of Phoenix Wright, and I think I saw a Parrot in there. And like Phoenix kind of like goes up to it and he's like trying to like get it to talk.
Very well. Begin your cross-examination.
Right.
What are you going to do, Nick?
It's just been sitting here the whole time being like, what the fuck? I don't know. What do we do, man?
It's the only thing we can do.
Press.
It's literally the only two things we can do.
Press that bird. Witness, you can't just say hello and expect us to get anywhere. I want you to testify. You talk to her. Oh crap!
Have we
I think
forgotten something?
worst would be
yeah.
what's. I As I recall, 2 days ago,
Polly, have we forgotten something? I forgot about this.
Squawk! Ah! Don't forget DLC! Fuck!
Don't forget that incredibly damning evidence.
if I can get Polly's data here, that'll prove that the caretaker had something to do with DL6.
Hello? Hello? Fuck!
That's not what you're supposed to say, you dumb bird!
Forgot something.
Something we
We
forgot!
forgot.
Hello? Hello?
What's his face's name? Yanni Yogi changed the password on this.
No, you haven't said it. You have to say Polly.
Uh-oh. It's
Yeah.
not working, Nick. She
She did say Polly.
Yeah, she did say Polly first.
This is ridiculous. Why won't
I
she
think you
say
have to
it?
say Polly like twice in a certain way.
Oh, maybe. That's a
Maybe you have
possibility.
to ask her name
I don't
first.
think she did.
This. Something the matter, Mr. Wright?
I
Shut
don't
up, Von
think.
Karma. Just give me 1 second.
Listen, this man must be a magician with animals to retrain a parrot in 1 day.
Maybe
There's no
it's
way
a different.
he retrained the parrot.
Maybe it's a different parrot.
No way.
No.
Wait a minute. Don't tell me Von Karma expected this. He couldn't have retrained the parrot. What the fuck?
No.
Did he train her not to respond if we asked if we'd forgotten anything? Can we ask
Polly, what did the mean, ugly man do to you?
Hold it.
Let's skip this part. What was this again?
What's
your
your
name?
name, maybe?
Yeah, maybe what's your name?
Polly, fuck!
Mr. Wright, I think we've established that this parrot is named Polly. Does this have anything to do with her owner's identity?
Yes, it does.
Fascinating. You claim that the parent name will prove her owner's identity. Then show us his proof.
Nick, don't you think you're taking the bluff a little too far?
Listen,
Hey,
we're not here to answer the question of who is the caretaker. We're here to prove that he is Yanni Yogi.
His wife.
All
His
we have to
wife
do
is Polly.
Tie the name Polly to Yogi.
Yeah, so Yogi's wife was Polly, right?
Your Honor,
Do we even have anything that's reckoning towards that?
Maybe part of the DL6 case file.
no, she wasn't.
It was part of the case file, but oh yeah, here we go. Fiance Polly Jenkins. Here we go. Okay, so we do have it. Okay, we got it.
Proof that the parent's name reveals the caretaker's identity is
The DL6 case file?
Objection.
That's quite a large file you have there. Which page is this proof on, then? Show us or stop wasting our time.
Very well, Mr. Wright. Please show us the page. Where in this file is the information connected to this parrot's name?
Come on.
Okay, suspect data.
It's on the suspect data page.
Hmm?
This page has all the information about Yanni Yogi. Right after he was arrested, his fiancée committed suicide, see?
Indeed, it does say that, yes.
What was his fiancée's name?
Polly Jenkins. Polly.
Exactly, Your Honor. I think we're gonna get an objection any second now. He wanted to remember the name of his fiancée who had committed suicide. That's why he named his parrot after her.
I see. I guess that is possible.
Bah, a mere coincidence, that's all. My granddaughter has a dog she called Phoenix.
This man has a daughter, granddaughter?
Well, Mr. Wright. Phoenix Wright, does this make you my granddaughter's fiancé?
Hey, once
Why don't you come
introduce
over
us,
to
we'll
my
fucking
house and
see.
find out?
Oh,
What a fucking...
Depends. Is she cute?
She's
Oh,
also
no,
7 years
never
old.
mind.
Fuck.
I thought she'd be older, never mind.
Maybe you should have raised her better, bitch.
oh, oh my god.
Indeed. Alone, it is a little weak for all evidence in a murder trial.
Though, I have to say, having a dog named Phoenix is weird. Who names their dog Phoenix?
Who names their wife Polly?
You don't name your wife.
I don't know. I think Phoenix is a normal name in some places,
Is it?
and so is Polly.
I guess Phoenix the cat. I can understand that from there, but it's a different spelling.
Do you mean Phoenix or Felix?
Felix.
Oh, right, that's Felix. No, that's totally my bad. Oh, okay, fine. I guess from
We
Phoenix.
would
and
need
Phoenix.
some other corroborating evidence.
How am I going to find that?
Nick, we're getting closer. One more. If we could just get one more piece of evidence. Right.
Right.
One.
What?
Very well, witness. You may continue.
Okay, give me a second while you guys discuss all my what's here, because I clearly do not know.
Can we present her with anything?
Only
The bullet? This is what's gonna
No.
happen to you if you don't comply.
I think I'm not sure, but maybe the only other thing we have is the case thing, but like as in the code, I'm not sure though.
Wait, let's look at some of the other evidence.
Yeah, what other evidence do we have?
George?
Oh, we actually need to go do something.
I'm trying to think. I mean, there might be some evidence you could present. Maybe, maybe a different question you can ask. I don't know. What is the special number to the case? That
Yeah, that's
special
what I was
number.
saying.
Maybe that special number to the case is also important. Like it's the same date as the DL6 incident, or something like that. You know?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry. Had to grab something. So what do we decide on? What do we do?
Do we know the date, the exact date of the DL6 incident?
We do. December 28th.
Maybe the special code for the lockbox is the same as the date. So if we can ask her what the date
Oh my
is.
god, that's smart.
That's what I was just saying, Jonah. We were discussing it just now.
Yeah, I know. You just mentioned it. Like we talked about the safe number, but I thought the safe number was just a number. But if actually being the date,
Holy, what was the number to the safe in the shack?
1228.
1228. Fuck!
Wait a minute. That's
My, what a reckless parrot. Well, Mr. Wright, you aren't claiming that this number has something to do with the caretaker.
actually it does. Oh shit!
Yeah,
That's why I had her say it.
Ah, ridiculous. How can the number to that safe tell us who is the caretaker? Show us your proof, bitch. What could possibly link this number to the caretaker's true identity?
I do like every time you add an extra stuff to his dialogue. It's very fitting.
This guy, and just snapping at us.
1228, baby.
This is 2001. This is 2001, and this is 15 years later.
1228 at the beginning there.
Yeah, 2001. So this is 2016 right now.
I
my
think this
God.
game at the time when it came out, it wasn't 2016. Probably came out
It's
before that,
2001.
right? Oh, so it didn't take place in the future? Oh my god. It's amazing.
The DLC case file.
It's a this is a sci-fi
What
dystopia
is this
that takes place
obsession
in
you
the
have with
future.
that case?
Mr.
Yeah.
Wright, where in this file is something relating to that safe number?
It's on the case summary page,
The case summary?
specifically the date on which the DL6 incident occurred.
The date of the incident, December 28th? Why, that's today's date, 15 years ago.
And the number on that safe is 1228.
Ah,
We use the date of the DL6 incident as the number, Your Honor. That's how important the date was to him.
I see. It certainly is an interesting coincidence. People often do set their secret numbers to dates.
Objection.
Bah, this is not tangible proof. I set my ATM cards to 0001 because I'm
What the
number
fuck?
one.
Don't tell us that.
Now everyone knows my ATM card and I must go back and change it right now.
Are they just gonna like glaze over this, or what do you call it when you just go over something and don't address it?
I know, right?
Not
This is-
because I am number one, but because of that song from Lazy Town.
Does he even know that song? I feel like he doesn't even listen to like pop. He's like more of a classic.
I have a
Yeah,
great
he's more of
daughter.
listening to like pipe
This has
organs
nothing
again
to do
while
with
he
a
sips
date.
wine in like
Nothing.
his fucking castle.
Guy's ridiculous. That's enough. I think we've reached a conclusion here.
This is a mere coincidence. That's all.
True, that is a possibility. However, two coincidences at the same time seems more like a pattern to me.
Oh, he's actually smart now.
What are you saying?
Summon the caretaker of the boat shop.
It's like the caretaker runs away again.
Immediately.
Oh, he didn't run away.
Witness. Tell us your name.
Wait. His witness, he doesn't remember.
Oh, it's okay.
Oh, you can talk normally now.
my
Oh
God.
shit.
Yeah, that's
I've
right.
accomplished what I've wanted to do. I am done.
Nick, he looks totally different.
It's the power of the stand. He's been acting feeble to hide his true identity.
Actually, for 15 years.
Acting for 15 years.
Well, let me ask you again. Please state your name for the court.
My name is Xanokei. 15 years ago, I served as a bailiff in this very court.
Is that gonna give the? He's gonna give like the same speech as that guy, the gladiator. Wife, there's the husband to a murdered wife, father to a murdered son, or something, right?
Yeah.
Order, order, Yanni Yogi. So, was it you who killed Robert Hammond and tried to frame Miles Edgeworth for his death?
No, actually. It was Von Karma.
Yes, it was me. I did it. They put me on the witness stand 15 years ago. Robert Hammond. He said I was mentally unsound. He told me it would make me innocent, get me off the hook. So I pretended to have brain damage. I was innocent, really, but he didn't believe me. We won the trial, but I lost everything. I lost my job, my fiancé, my social standing. Then this 15 years later, a package arrived. It was a letter, an epistle. A plan was written out in careful detail. It was a plan for me to take my revenge on the people who ruined my life. I didn't care who sent it. I thought this was my chance. After 15 years, this was it. Finally, a chance to have my revenge on Robert Hammond and Miles Edgeworth. I have no regrets.
Well, wait a moment. Revenge against Miles Edgeworth? What do you mean?
I'm not at liberty to speak on that matter. Why don't you ask Mr. Edgeworth yourself? Anyways, I admit it. I was the one who killed that son of a bitch.
Robert Hammond. Von Karma. Where is Mr. Yogi?
I have vanished.
Dude, no offense. Robert Hammond does sound like a total dick. Concerning all he cares about is his records.
Under arrest, Your Honor.
I don't know. I mean,
I saw no room for error in his confession.
He did everything he could to prove an innocence, but like that innocence could has ruined his life.
yeah. Maybe it was just like kind of sleazy. I don't know, but I don't think he might have been evil.
That's true. I don't think he was evil.
Then the defendant Miles Edgeworth is
On to the stand.
Innocent, in this case at least.
What's that supposed to mean?
very well. Will the defendant please take the stand? There are a few mysteries left unsolved. Still, you are cleared of suspicion for this particular case. So I would like to pass judgment on the murder of Mr. Robert Hammond. Any objections?
I don't believe it. Why isn't Von Karma saying anything?
Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty. That is all. This court is adjourned. Did someone just say objection?
Von Karma? Wait, but that means... Edgeworth? Oh, so that's what the Edgeworth sounds
Your
like.
Honor, I object to your judgment.
What
I'm
do
not
you
innocent.
mean?
This is
not
unfair.
innocent at all. As we have heard, Xanokei killed Robert Hammond in revenge. But revenge for what? Nick! Edgeworth is trying to confess. He's going to say he's guilty. He's going to tell them he was the murderer in the DL6 incident. He's going to tell them he killed his own dad.
Uh-oh, what do I do? I object to your objection, Edgeworth.
Please, I'm
Oh, got the Edgeworth.
Do we want to raise an objection? I feel like I feel like this is something Edgeworth has to do.
I'm very split.
Well,
This
let's
is
grab a
destiny.
D20.
Yeah, I feel like you just leave it to. I feel like even if you did choose
Okay.
wrong, it'll just
Sure.
shunt you back
Let's
here
try-
and then make you choose the other one.
Sure.
No, I'm sure Edgeworth thought about this one long and hard.
Nick, are you sure?
This isn't my place to interfere. There's nothing we can do about it. This is his problem now.
For 15 years, I have had a recurring dream. A nightmare is only a nightmare. It's only a nightmare. That's what I tell myself. But now, I know it wasn't a dream. Xanokei wasn't a killer.
You mean in the incident where your
From the
father
distance?
died?
But the shot, it wasn't suicide either. Everything was as clear as day. The murderer, the criminal in the DL6 incident, it was me. Your Honor, I confess my guilt. I am the guilty for DL6, the statute of limitations which ends today. The culprit is me.
Point together. So,
Order! Order! This is certainly unexpected. The defendant declared innocent is confessing to a different crime. Crime for which the statute of limitations runs out today. I'm not really sure how I should deal with this.
It's obvious. We all have tried right here, right now. We tried this man for his crime 15 years ago.
I think I would like to take a 5-minute recess. During this time, I will consider the appropriate course
Here's
of
what I
action to
think about
take.
it. When you said
Court
this
is
gun
adjourned.
was given to him, and we still haven't found out the third
Yeah.
fire, or I should say, the first time that it was fired. We only found out that it was 2 times that was fired. Yeah, we only found out 2.
Did we? Okay.
wait, weren't
It was.
Edgeworth's prints on the gun? No, right?
Yeah.
So that gun might be from actually DL6.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, hold on. I just realized something. We, our lawyer person, we go in there for like an hour, right? And then we go off and we do, whatever things we do, right? But that judge, I bet you he has to like preside over like 8 court cases a day. And like every day people come in with all sorts of weird ass hijinks and wacky stories. That's probably why he's so
Yeah, that's
scatterbrained and
possibly
kind
true.
of out of it.
Yeah.
Well, he always seems to remember what happened last time.
Yeah. See? That's why it's hard to be a judge. You got to keep
I don't
track
think
of
it's
8
8.
different
It has to be at least
storylines,
2 or 3.
8 different
I
mysteries.
don't. Well, I guess otherwise it would be kind of like a weird court session where he just like works for a little bit and then he goes like, all right, guys, I'll see you guys
Okay,
tomorrow.
some judges
Something
do.
like
He works 1 hour a day.
that. Yeah.
They're just wasted. Yeah, I'm pretty sure because they have to do court briefings.
I'm sure they got a
do
lot
of
Paperwork.
research as well, possibly for each court they have to do on that day, and like they probably have to like look at the court records from time to time too, and not just be handed in.
Other people
Yeah, but
probably
it will
are
still
giving
take
him all
time
that
to be
information,
briefed,
but
right, is what I'm saying.
the thing is yeah, So maybe like 4 cases a day, and each time they can get through a case in maximum 3 days, right? So that means in 3 days you can clear 4 cases. So like in a week you can clear 6 cases. That's pretty great. You know, considering like nowadays you got to clear a case like in 5 to 10 years sometimes.
Well, that depends.
No, they're not
that
like
depends.
that.
Like, if it's a...
That's not usually.
It's like 52 weeks a year. That's like
Well,
52
well,
times
that's
6?
dependent on which...
that's what?
If this is a high court or a low court, right? Because if it's high court, you have to deal with like class action lawsuits and stuff like that.
There's 3. Yeah. Whether you can clear like up to 600 cases a year. Man, this guy. Like they said they had a crisis, right? That's
That's
too
true.
many
That's
cases.
true.
That's why they have to clear them so fast. That's why they're only resolved in 3 days.
I've just wasted
Or
all of your
maximum
effort.
3 days. Mr. Edgeworth, I just don't believe it, sir. I
didn't
mean,
want to
you
believe it myself,
kill your
Detective.
dad?
What? It's the truth. I deserve to be punished. Murder is murder, no matter what the circumstances.
This
think
is
they keep the
crazy.
kids,
Just crazy.
They don't know.
Nick, what are you doing?
Huh? Oh. I was just reading through the court record once more.
Your case?
I'm
For
getting my
what?
case ready. For the murder of Gregory Edgeworth. I'm going to prove that Miles Edgeworth is innocent.
What are you talking about?
I mean, it is
pal?
true. We
He
still
just
haven't figured
admitted
out
to it.
The bullet hole in the elevator window.
We're gonna have to say
Yeah,
the bullet came
Is there what's that?
from outside, not inside.
Wait a
Who would kill him, actually?
Hey, wait a minute. Whoa.
Yeah,
What's the
that's
bullet
so
found? What's the... Whoa. Hey, wait. Do we have like an autopsy report
No.
of
I'm assuming
this
we're
guy?
going to get one.
Gregory Edgeworth? Okay.
Wait, no one caught the bullet in the window?
I don't know.
Well, I think
So
everyone
what
just assumes
people
that
may
it passed
have
through him
assumed
and went
is
outside.
that this
Yeah.
But pistol bullets don't
they
do
can
that.
they can.
They
Yeah,
can go
can.
through people sometimes.
They can.
It depends
yeah.
on how close.
Yeah.
Wait,
A lot of
wait,
times
no,
they
no,
do
no, no.
actually.
22.
Did we
Point
figure out
22.
that was a 21 caliber? Or 21?
22.
Hey, wait a minute. Wait. Do we assume that
Yes,
the
it's
gun
the
that
same
we
gun.
found
It's the
here,
same
is that supposed to be the same gun from
Yeah.
No, same
Okay.
caliber, same caliber.
We don't
same
know
bullet.
it's the same gun from DL-6. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we actually
So,
have the bullet
this
here.
Do we
gun-
know it's the same caliber, same bullet?
Yeah, so the caliber.
How do we know it's the same
would
caliber?
not-
Same bullet too.
Yeah,
No, hey, it says taken from Gregory Edgeworth's heart, right? If it was in
Yeah.
his heart, then why is there a hole in the glass? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it would have to have
So
been shot
the
from outside.
reason-
If it was shot from inside, then it wouldn't go through him to hit the glass.
Yeah, a 22 can go through
Well,
like
okay,
a glass,
nope.
but it can't go through a human body.
Oh,
so
wait, no, it was fired
uh,
twice. It says the gun was fired. Wait.
Hold on. For a
It says the
sec,
gun was fired
yes, it
twice,
is
though,
possible
so
for a
maybe one
22
went
to
past
go
him.
through a person if it's a point blank. If it's like really close, like very very close,
Got fucked.
it's still possible that it can get trapped, but it's possible that it can go through. I don't know how like the possibility of it, but
9.
the main reason why they didn't say about anything about the glass is that they assumed that the gun that Miles threw hit the glass. That's what they assumed.
Okay.
So, when they were talking about the picture here, right? The glass hole that they assume that exists is assumed to be the hole when Miles threw the pistol towards his dad and Yaniyogi.
No, it says the gun was
Yeah,
fired twice.
In the incident?
Yeah, if you look at the incident one, it says the gun was fired twice.
This one?
If you go back.
One
Yeah,
bullet found in
so-
the heart. The murder weapon was fired twice. Yeah.
Yeah, so one could have gone into him and one could have hit the window.
Yes. So,
Nope.
Last Edric wasn't even 15 at the time, he was 9 at the time.
well,
He wouldn't know how to turn off a safety.
He just literally threw the gun. He threw it. He didn't even
I don't even know
pull
if
the
the gun
trigger.
is-
He
Let's
threw the
go.
I'm assuming there is.
I'm sure.
gun. So this is I don't think this is the same gun.
Yeah.
Because it says it was fired
He
fired 3
confessed
times.
I won't
that he
but
did
it
it
was from
in
BL6
court.
and it would have been fired 4 times. Unless of course one bullet came from inside the
I'll
elevator
figure
and the
out
other came from
in
out
the
the elevator or
court.
something dumb like that. I'm sorry, Edgeworth,
What?
but I
What?
don't believe your nightmare. It's just a dream. It's not real. The truth is right here in this court record. What? In any case, tighten your belts. The real fight is just beginning. I'll
Right.
prove you're innocent. Trust me. He's just like, what the fuck? Can't even believe what he's hearing right now.
Now then, I would like to resume our trial.
On karma.
Oh. Miles Edgeworth has admitted to his own guilt. He has confessed to a crime. Let us begin by hearing his testimony. Then, through pointless, let the defense do the cross-examining.
Just the point
The
was
status of the
last
limitation of the
Johnny?
DLC incident runs out today.
time, yeah, at this point, what's the cross-examination last time?
Though it's unconventional for me, I like to run this one by the book.
It's unconventional for me.
Well, he is a dick.
I see. Does the defense have any objections?
No, Your Honor. Ron Karma, you knew this was going to happen from the very beginning, didn't you?
Very well. Will Miles Edgeworth take the stand?
Would the witness state
Miles
his name and
Edgeworth,
profession?
I am a prosecutor attorney.
Mr. Edgeworth. 15 years ago, you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth. Is this correct?
Yeah,
Sorry,
clearly.
Ron Karma's phone just came off. Forgot to turn it off before court.
Objection! The witness does not know what he's
Yeah.
talking about.
The
It's
witness's
unsound.
memory is compromised.
Yeah,
Unsound.
he was insane at the time.
Oh, well, I mean,
You
that
know,
is very true for a
oxygen
kid,
deprivation.
especially when you're a kid.
I'm gonna use the Yanni Yogi defense.
It worked once.
Then testify about this matter.
Yeah,
to
I
the
mean,
court.
it is very true, considering he was traumatized by it.
One detail didn't quite fit. That would be the
Please,
key.
please.
Only I can get it to work.
That day, I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. I picked up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot, then a scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. That's all.
Objection!
Gunshot. Eh?
Single gunshot.
Hey, he didn't turn
Or
off the
turn on.
safety.
Or it wasn't even turned on. That's a possibility too.
Well, it could have just you could just imagine through mumbo jumbo jangling around, it gets unlatched or whatever. Until now, you thought this memory was a dream.
We don't know what's the inner working of a gun in this world. I'm assuming the gun safety is off.
Okay, if you don't think I'm not familiar with too many guns, but I've seen a one or two gun safety clicky thingies, and I could imagine you just like rubbing your hand all over that and accidentally unlatching that thing. It's not incredibly complicated.
No, that's true. That's very true.
It's not like you
I'm
need
just
a
going to
key.
say it's off just for the sake of the situation.
Yeah. It's not impossible, but it's unlikely. I think that's a better way to say it. And also, throwing a gun would make hitting the trigger kind of hard.
Well, there are some weapons out there actually that they have a design like it's actually a kind of a hard design flaw to work
No,
around where
usually
dropping
not.
it does not result in a accidental fire. Yeah, I know, but there are some that do have that problem where they
Yep,
can't
that's
you
very
drop
true.
them in a
That's
certain way, they
actually
can
very, very true.
misfire.
And I'm assuming the
So
basis
imagine
of the
chucking-
game is going to be roughly around
Like I remember, yeah.
90 guns around that time. 90s series of guns, which has
I
a
have no
possibility
idea.
where the hammer onto the when it hits, it has a possibility of triggering something. That's likely the possibility.
Hmm.
Yeah,
They're
again,
using
I'm
slam
just
fire weapons.
saying for the possibility of this
That's why
story.
it went off.
Obviously, for what Seth's understanding is, it's likely impossible, especially for this day and age. We were stuck in that elevator for 5 hours. The oxygen in the elevator ran out, and I lost my memory of the events. I mean, if you were
the same
in that,
claim Mr. Yogi made.
Yeah, but I was
anybody
nine
would
at the
lose
time, you
consciousness
dickhead.
for being in an elevator for a very long ass time.
Very well.
Would they? I didn't know.
Mr. Wright, your
If for some reason the elevator
cross-examination.
was airtight,
Yes,
like
you
this
can.
one was, then yeah, you might lose consciousness. Yeah.
I don't think it's
Yeah.
airtight. I think it's airtight enough. You know?
I
Now,
think
in-
most elevators have enough ventilation nowadays.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
you never
there's
really
also
feel a
usually
breeze inside an elevator, right? Even though you're going through a tight shaft, right? But you know, the elevator is kind of a tight fit inside the elevator space. And yet you don't ever feel the air
and
rushing past the elevator
the other
from
thing
the
is
top
that there
to the
is a
bottom when
very
you're going up,
possibility.
or from the bottom.
Oh, okay. I looked up. I looked up
Okay, then
online.
what about times in like modern day when you see somebody
Well, if
got
it's
stuck in an elevator for like
nowadays,
3
it's a
hours or
little bit
something before the
different.
fireman could get him out or something?
Yeah, I've never heard of anybody suffocating today. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, no,
It's a myth?
I looked.
Oh, okay.
I looked online. It's a myth. That,
Well, you can still have
you
claustrophobic.
can run out.
The
it's a
other
myth,
excuse I was going to make was claustrophobic.
because there is. Yeah, but both party have lost memories, and being in a tight
That's true.
no claustrophobic was never mentioned. Yeah. Elevator cars are not designed to be airtight and are made with a minimal requirement for a vent that allows air to move freely. That's another thing. The elevator have to be designed to be airtight. If it's not designed to be airtight, there's a lot of cracks that can slip through.
Yep, that's
Elevator
very true.
doors don't actually shut all the way. There's always a tiny crack.
Hmm.
So maybe there's not like a giant fan blowing airs in. It just the pressure from breathing in and out from the individual inside would cause the air to flow in. Of course, this is not applying to this universe, but I'm talking about like in a real life situation.
Okay.
What Ethan meant was that since you're in a tunnel, right? Like what's it called? Yeah, since the elevator is inside like a vertical tunnel and it moves up and down the tunnel, it should be pushing lots of air up and down, sort of thing like that. Now it's not perfectly sealed, but it would like go around the elevator and all that sort of stuff. What he was saying was that if there was enough ventilation, then you would feel like a bit of a draft.
Yeah, that is something
As it, like,
That's what I was
pushes the air
thinking.
around, right?
physically possible, but at the same time, I think they would engineer an elevator to be able to take in air in some form of way, especially from the top. Yeah. But my excuse is
reality,
that
though, yeah,
there
it's like
is likely chances
elevators.
of being stuck in an elevator may have caused claustrophobic situations. That is my likely excuse for it. But again, inside the game, it did not even state anything to do with claustrophobicness. It said air deprivation. Go back to the dialogue. That day I had gone to the file. As we went to the trap us in the elevator, my father and Yogi lost composure and began to argue. Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. Sorry, what?
Weird how
Sorry, what? I couldn't hear you that time. You're really quiet. Oh.
I said it's weird that he didn't notice this before.
Where it was
single gunshot versus the two shot.
I'm
And
sure
maybe
he
never
did.
looked at the DL6 incident case.
Wait, something heavy. He
Oh,
says
we can always
something
press it.
heavy, but does he
What
know
was
it was a gun?
There you go. There you go.
Well, that answers that.
I assume it was bailiff
Okay.
Genyogi's. The safety must have come off when it fell from his holster.
And
So yeah,
you're
there you
thinking,
go.
What happened?
That's another problem solved. It could have been, the safety could have been gone off when it fell.
This also leads to
No,
the other
it's an
issue.
accidental murder.
This wasn't an intended murder, even if it was his fault. Yeah,
I don't think it should.
I don't
even
think this
count
counts
at
for
all.
for a 9-year-old.
Well, even if a 9-year-old did like
It actually you know what? It's even if the kid killed his
Is
dad, it's still
his.
being the bailiff fault because the gun he lost control, picked a fight. It was his, and it got in the hands of the kid. So, of course, in this dumb universe, that doesn't matter.
You know,
But in real life, it would still be the bailiff fault because he let his
Seth?
gun get in the hands of a kid, and
I
he
think-
got somebody hurt. In
I
real
think
life,
Von Karma didn't.
yeah.
Because he keeps pressing it.
Could
And
be.
He wants somebody to
I
be
think that too.
convicted of it. Oh,
Yeah, but Von Karma wants
That's
also
true.
to just humiliate.
but there is
the
also another
Edgeworths.
reason why I think Von Karma did it. Is because he went on vacation the next day. And there's a possibility that the gunfire, as we already stated,
Yeah.
hit the window. No,
no,
what
he
I
might
mean
first-
is the
like,
one that
suspect.
Miles
Oh,
Edgeworth
right.
threw, that gunfire probably hit the window and hit on Von Karma.
Oh, because Von Karma was outside.
Yeah, because Von Karma got hit by the bullet.
No, not that Von Karma.
Maybe.
It was fired
That's
twice.
why he keeps on gripping his arm.
He's an old man. And
Oh.
also, that could just be like.
Well, we'll
the way
figure
he
this
moves.
out. I picked it up
Maybe,
and
yeah.
threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. Okay. A moment later, there was a single gunshot, then a scream.
You could do a press on that, a single gunshot.
fired
Jonah
once?
already pointed out that there was 2.
Yes. I think after I threw it, I lost consciousness. There you go. So he didn't know it was 2 shots. Since then, they've echoed in my head every day. That gunshot and that horrible scream. You're so quiet right now. Yeah, you're probably far away from the microphone. It's fine.
Around,
Alright.
Remember it to this day. Can you describe it to us?
To this day.
What did the screen sound like?
Yes, I can practically hear it right now. I doubt I will ever forget that scream. Okay, Von Karma, can you come here for a second? Can you do me a favor? Now, Miles Edgeworth, is it this scream?
Just stomp on his foot. Just hit him in the nuts.
There it is. Wait, what? What is? I gotta recognize the screen. One part of the testimony clearly contradicts the other.
Oh, did it say he died instantly or something?
But I don't know what it means. I better find out and quick.
What's the evidence?
Go look at the.
Wait,
we have
what?
a autopsy report for Gregory.
Yeah.
Let's do the. That's Robert.
The DL6 one.
Do the single gunshot, yeah. You gotta walk up and fire twice.
Oh yeah, no, it's the one gunshot is the part that doesn't match up, not this. He said something about a scream doesn't match up, not the single gunshot. Or was he
I think
talking
it's-
You
about the
can still
gunshot?
scream when your heart gets shot.
But we'll find out if this is wrong.
Yeah, I'll give it a try.
Are you sure you only heard
Yes,
one
I'm sure of
gunshot?
that. I heard the shot and the scream. Then everything faded. I was unconscious until the rescuers came.
I see.
No, Your Honor. Unfortunately,
That was-
you don't. How sassy. Look at this file one more time. This plainly contradicts the witness' testimony.
The witness is a witness against himself.
You do enjoy dragging out that file, don't you? I don't accept this as evidence unless you can tell us what the page is on.
It's got 3
Like,
pages.
at least
on
read the
it.
book.
Look at the victim data in this file. It says quite plainly the murder weapon was fired twice. Miles Edgeworth only heard one gunshot, yet the murder weapon was fired twice. The first shot was the accidental firing where the pistol was thrown. So who fired the remaining shot?
Was there perhaps another shooter who fired that second shot?
Your Honor, as I'm sure you're aware, this incident occurred 15 years ago. The evidence is dated. The pistol did fire twice. However, we do not know when the second shot was fired. It might have been fired the day before the incident. There is
And
no
there's
proof
also
that
no
the second
proof
shot
that
had anything to
you
do
can
with this
prove that it
incident.
didn't have anything to do with it.
What?
I see. You do have a point, Mr. Wright. The murder weapon was fired twice, as we have heard. One of those shots was fired by the defendant, a boy at the time. Do you have any proof that the other shot fired had something to do with the case?
Do we?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the window. Show the window.
Oh yeah, we do. Your Honor, I think I'll show you the proof.
What?
Myself.
Impossible.
Now, Mr. Von Karma.
He's already
Save your
surprised.
surprise for after you've seen the evidence.
I object to the showing of this
Very
evidence.
well, Mr. Wright. Show us your proof. Do you have evidence that the second firing of the pistol is related to this incident?
Look at this photograph.
Look at this photograph. Every
A
time
dead
it makes
body
me
makes me-
laugh.
Laugh.
This is a photograph of... Oh no, it's just a song.
Yeah.
What's it called? This is a photograph of... Oh no, this is Judge. Judge.
Sorry, this is a photograph of the scene of the crime 15 years ago. I can see that the victim lying there is Gregory Edgeworth.
This proves the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. This photo proves it.
So let me get this straight. This photo proves 2 shots were
Oh
fired.
my fucking
Yeah.
god.
Your Honor, please, get a clue. What the judge's contradiction in the photo? As should be obvious, the contradiction is here.
I see a bullet hole in the door.
Your Honor, Gregory Edgeworth was killed by a shot fired from the pistol. Yet there was also a bullet hole in the elevator door. We also know that the murder weapon was fired twice. Thus, someone other than Edgeworth fired the second shot.
Oh, order. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at?
It's simple, Your Honor. At the time of the incident, 2 shots were fired. One went into Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other hit the elevator door. Remember that the defendant lost consciousness after the shot he fired rang out. In conclusion, we must agree that the second shot was fired by someone else.
Mr. Wright, but who could that someone else be?
The murderer, of course.
I knew I should have stepped in before you had wild fantasies. Mr. Wright, look once more at the DLC incident. Look closely. Try the case summary.
The case summary, that's on page 1.
Not a single clue was found on the scene. The pistol had indeed fired 2 times. The other bullet would have been discovered on the scene.
Oh,
He does have a point.
you go into him. How did you figure that out? My God.
The second bullet was never found.
The second bullet is right here
Why?
in this courtroom.
What is on?
Because the second bullet
Use the
does
metal
not
detector
exist.
on him?
Yeah. Oh my God! Yeah.
The window
use-
was just simply built with a little hole in it.
We're gonna use the metal detector.
no,
We're gonna use the
I
metal
would
detector.
I don't think you can present that right now.
That would be such a wild fucking...
What a
Same picture, like
what a
the
wild
bullet?
fucking claim. A bullet can just like disappear into an air vent or something as well.
Yeah, of all the places for it to disappear to, it's like magnetized.
Don't
That
you
is the
know
truth of this matter.
the
The
police
whole
are
truth.
fantastic at their job. They find all the evidence. Unless
And then-
it's taken
I
away
mean,
by
it's true.
some old asshole.
It was undoubtedly something else that made that bullet hole in the door.
Like a bullet?
What?
It
Mark?
was a different bullet.
Prove to us what made that hole in the door. You know,
Oh, it was the DL7 incident, in
Wait,
which
is
there was
it a
another
bullet?
shooting inside the elevator, of course.
Don't you mean the DL5 incident? Was it before the
what did
DL6?
someone say? Oh, the hole in this door. is
Order.
Yeah,
I
no,
will
perfectly
have
sized for a
order.
.22 caliber. What a far-fetched. Yeah.
Phoenix Wright is just like, okay, let's make a new hole and we'll test it right now. He takes a gun and just shoots it again.
Mr. Wright has proven one thing to us quite clearly. That the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. However, as Mr. Von Karma says, the second bullet fired was not found. It is highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked
yeah,
this
totally.
second bullet.
They mislook a lot of things.
So, all we have is the single bullet fired. I'm afraid I have to discount the defense's claim.
You know, I also
Oh,
thought of
this-
it.
this
Isn't a
counter full of
bullet
bullshit.
usually made out of lead?
Lead and copper.
Yeah. I praise the judge for his wisdom in this matter.
Maybe that's why Von Karma is so aggressive and violent. It's the lead in
should
his
be
system.
Poisoning his system.
Yeah.
I would say that he probably isn't holding his arm because he has the bullet in there. Because he uses that same left arm to that he holds
That's
to
true.
do all the snapping and pointing.
No,
right?
he
Yeah.
holds the right
wasn't
arm.
pain, then maybe he might use the other arm.
He's squeezing the right arm. Oh, is it the other way
His
around?
right arm is holding his left arm.
I don't know.
Was I wrong?
What are you doing, Nick? Why aren't you raising an
About this whole
objection?
incident? Wait a second. I'm sorry, Mike.
Nick,
Ah,
the second
It
bullet.
looks like I was wrong. If the second bullet wasn't there, then all my conjectures are for nothing.
Oh, I forgot to set the line.
I'm sorry. Just when I saw the photograph, I thought that 2 shots had been fired. Don't let that thing get to you, Phoenix. Come on, trust your instincts. That's 2 shots, man. I thought there was another person, someone else who fired the killing shot. But now, I'm wrong to think of that simple.
Nick,
This case has stood unsolved for 15 years.
We got 15 seconds to solve it, Dick. Come on. Well, it seems that we have finally cleared up this case. Only one bullet was found at the scene of the crime. That shot was fired by Miles Edgeworth. I would like to ask one thing of Miles Edgeworth before passing my verdict.
yes,
Have you been paying attention to the trial so far?
No, I do not.
Do you have any objections? So, you killed your father, though that was
Yes,
not
I
your
did.
intention.
Oh no, he's accepted the guilt.
Very well. The statute of limitations on the murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today. Therefore, I must pronounce a verdict on the defendant today, right here.
Right now.
Indeed. Does anyone have any objections?
Being here before, it's just like my first day in court. There are so many things I know I should be saying. But my mind's gone blank, I can't find the words.
Mr. Wright. Of course you have an objection.
Objection, Your Honor. I object.
Tisk, tisk, tisk.
This guy's done the same
Mr. Wright, on what
mom
ground
and
do you
dad
object?
like 6 times now. Okay, Von Karma, when are you going to learn that we absolutely can pull shit out of our ass and it does work, okay? We've done this before, you've seen it happen. You have no reason to be so smug anymore when we like start working our fucking mode.
My call.
I call the ghost of
call
Gregory
on-
Edgeworth to
I
stand.
call on the Mom Faye.
It must exist. The second bullet.
Nothing.
Oh shit!
Second bullet must
What?
exist.
What did you just say? The second bullet must exist.
Someone took it?
Where? Someone took it.
Seems waiting is not going to produce us any answers from Mr. Wright.
Wait, Your Honor. The second bullet, existed.
What? But we've just heard proof that it did not exist.
I realize that, Your Honor. I'm really grasping it. It's just someone took it from the scene of the crime. That's what happened.
But who?
The murderer.
Oh my god. Murderer. Then tell us who is this murderer?
I'm still thinking about that one.
So the criminal took the second bullet, but why?
Huh?
First of all, how would they have found it? It's not easy to find a stray bullet, Mr. Wright.
That's easy to catch.
Was there it's easy to catch. Was there some pressing need for the murderer to search for that bullet?
Oh my, the burner in detail.
Why would the murderer have spent the time with her straight door? I haven't got a clue.
What's wrong, Mr. Wright?
Bah, the murderer had no reason to take that bullet. Don't want to admit it, but it's true.
Had to take it.
Uh,
The murderer had to take it.
Murderer.
You're thinking too normal. Think crazy. Don't think why the bullet was taken. Think why the bullet had to be taken.
Mr. Wright.
Yeah,
Flashes
also-
of like Denmark is kind of creepy. Forgive me. Yes, Your Honor. Well, the murderer had no intention of taking the bullet from the scene. But the murderer had to take the bullet.
Had to, Mr. Wright. What do you mean?
just like pinching his nose, especially like, oh fuck, here we go again. Well, for instance, the bullet maybe hit the murderer.
The bullet hit the murderer?
Just saying, for instance. I mean, if it hit you, you would have to take it with you, wouldn't you? It's not like if you could perform surgery right there. You know?
My,
See that he's scratching his
that's the
left
most reasonable argument I've ever heard.
Wait a second. I was just talking the top of my head, but what if that's really what really happened?
Let me get this straight. So at the time of the murderer himself was shot. And they left with the second bullet still inside of them, thus leaving only one bullet at the scene of the crime.
Yes. I guess that's how it would work. Yes.
But there's a problem with that. The other two people who rescued from that elevator, Miles Edgeworth and Yanni Yogi, were both unharmed. So that would mean...
The murderer came from outside, yes.
Inside.
Wait, where was the gun?
So somehow he opened the door of the elevator, which is very possible from the outside. Because the only thing they said is that they were stuck inside the elevator, and that's what was it.
On the open, the boy picks up the pistol at his feet and throws it. The pistol discharges, and the bullet goes through the elevator door and hits the murderer outside. The boy loses consciousness. Then the murderer opens the elevator door and sees the men inside.
Because they all fell unconscious, right? So the elevator could have been functioning after they fell unconscious.
Mr. Wright, you are truly the most unpredictable defense attorney I've ever known. I can tell you're grasping. Yet I cannot deny the possibility of what you say.
What are
Yeah,
you
he's just
saying?
left
Deny
on.
it.
And
Deny
he's
it.
gonna-
No one involved with the incident was wounded. There was no murderer.
No one was wounded at the time of the incident. He's
Hey, Nick.
right. I can't think of anyone. Except for
That's-
Mr. Von
He
Karma.
was. I just thought
Wait, no.
of something really.
He wasn't
funny.
even
was,
there.
He was the attorney at the prosecuting attorney at the time. Crazy?
Oh yeah, you're right.
Remember what Mr. Grossberg just
Crazy?
said yesterday?
No.
Think crazy.
Gregory Edward dealt a blow to his perfect track record. It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first in the
he's
last
gonna take
decade
another
he's
one
taken
in jail,
Many
huh?
years of prosecuting.
What if Von Karma didn't take the vacation, that vacation, because of shock, but took it because he was injured? Which would mean he could only mean
It can only mean one thing.
he was the murderer
He
in the
was the murderer.
DLC
Oh, that's
incident.
fine. He was the man who shot Gregory Edwards. It was... Oh man.
Something wrong, Mr. Wright.
Actually, Your Honor, I'm
seem
very
dazed.
clear.
Well, you have indicated the possibility that the murderer came from outside. Can you give us the name of your suspect?
Uh-oh. Should I come out and say it now? Oh shit. Oh,
Say it now.
rip. I guess we're saying it. There is a suspect. One lone suspect. Oh shit. Calling me
Well,
out.
this
You
is
got your
certainly
numbers on
interesting
time.
news. Very well, Mr. Wright. Who is your suspect?
My hands are shaking.
The what?
Von
Karma?
Karma.
We're really rushing through this. You mean the Von Karma, the
we're not
persecutor, the one
Let's have
standing
pause.
right
It's only
over
been an hour and
there?
45 minutes.
I know, but you're like
yes.
you're going through the text really quickly. You don't object.
I see no need why. Why honor this ridiculous outburst with my objection?
Because you took a vacation for several months starting the day after the incident. Yet you pride yourself on a perfect record. Why would you take such a long vacation without any reason?
So you're claiming that I took a vacation to heal my injury from the incident?
Is he gonna like rip off his coat and he's like
Fascinating.
Well, it's been
And
15
he has zero
years,
scars?
so it's possible that the scar could have disappeared.
Prove it.
Whatever.
A gunshot scar?
Here comes
Yeah,
the metal detector.
Why did you get the bullet removed?
Metal detector. Do it, metal detector. Do it.
We haven't
Alright, so
seen.
next.
Oh god, everyone's talking at once.
Seth.
I would have needed surgery, no?
I would have needed surgery, no? Where did I go under the knife at, Mr. Wright? Bring the doctor that operated me. Have him testify.
Let's find out who his doctor is. It's no use. I know Von Karma perhaps too well.
Edward?
He's perfect. He wouldn't leave clearance. He probably didn't undergo that would leave a doctor as a witness.
Nobody's that perfect. So we have the
Did Von Karma pull the bullet out
got your
himself?
number, Von Karma.
That's insane.
Incoming.
No, he couldn't have.
No, he couldn't have. You can't just
It would
pull
hurt
it
like hell,
out
but
of
yeah, you
yourself.
could.
I think you can actually.
You gotta be a
Well,
special type of ass.
like in some doctors have been known like in special situations that like I don't know some whatever war or emergency situation
but
or
it
something
still
that can
hurts like
perform
hell.
surgery on themselves sometimes.
Most normal people
Yeah.
would not be able to do that.
Yeah, that's
I
only
think
exceptional people. However, Von Karma is a fucking psychopath, so maybe.
There are some people who can like dissociate
whatever.
from pain. I mean, there's people who can cut their own arms off to get out of situations or whatever.
I mean, look at any crime videos or whatever, where every time the protagonist is shot, he just like pulls out the bullet at himself like no
The
tomorrow.
newest movie, Hitman's
That doesn't happen
Bodyguard, where
very
Samuel
often,
L.
no.
Jackson pulls out a bullet out of himself.
Usually it's like they're like even if they do, they go
It's
like
true. They would
they're,
have,
like
like, a cloth
screaming
in
like
their
a
mouth.
baby while they're doing it.
Like try to like suffocate themselves while they're doing it.
What does that mean? That bullet has to be somewhere, but where?
Show evidence. Fucking metal detector.
Oh man.
The bullet is inside this courtroom right
You
now.
use evidence. I didn't know how you like it so much. Dang it. That was that red.
Wait, hold on. We haven't seen Von Karma's
Yeah.
like
it's
stressed
true.
face, like when he gets hit. Like we've seen Edgeworth,
He
he
might
gets
not
like
have one.
yeah, he might not have one, but like we've seen Edgeworth before, where he's like, he's hit and he's like, what?
Yeah.
How did you? What?
Many.
Yeah.
Yeah. However, then yeah, he would have like
I
a
still
scar
think he can
still.
recover from a gun wound.
But it would show a scar, especially if he didn't get
Yo,
struck.
that, yo, that, just
Just kind of like
fucking hit
fucking
it.
show this
Hit it
old
now.
man who he is.
Von Karma is perfect. He wouldn't risk surgery leaving an evidence trail. So then I ask, where's that bullet now? I think it unlikely that Von Karma performed surgery on himself.
You don't mean?
I do. There's the possibility
I so
that the bullet
happens
is
has-
still inside Von Karma.
I so happen to have a
Gonna
metal
submit that
detector from the
bullet for
police
evidence.
station.
Is that even possible? For all these years?
It was in my back pocket the whole time. Well, there's one way to find out. We could use this metal detector I happen to have. Well, Von Karma, I'm going to run this over
there
you
we
and
go.
see what we find.
I'm gonna
Why
run
don't
you
take
over.
off your coat right now.
Oh, there it is. I refuse.
You refuse.
Post body, take off your coat right now.
Refusing this means you acknowledge that the bullet is still inside of you.
That's his hit face.
You know what's kind of sickening?
Order, order, order.
He killed Gregory
What?
Edgeworth and took Miles Edgeworth as his disciple.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
pretty crazy.
Pretty fucked
What?
up. And then later on tried to fuck him over.
It's like a psychopath.
I don't actually understand.
It's
his
so he
motives
gets
trying to pin this
scot
all
free,
on
but
Miles.
like, if he'd shut his mouth,
Uh-huh.
he would have been scot free.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
He pulled it into this trap.
You know what?
Yeah.
You know what it might be? It might be a thing about
It's
He's,
his
he's
perfection
just-
thing again.
or
He
like
wants
he's
to
a
tie up all the loose ends.
Or like he's he wants to take revenge on Miles as well. Like, I'm gonna punish you, your father, your son, your bloodline. I'm
Your
gonna
dog.
end the Edgeworth bloodline.
You know, you know the yellow flash on the Flash, where he's like, "It was me, Barry. I was the one that pulled your friends down day in school." It's basically that shit. It was me, Miles. I what's it called? Taught you how to be an attorney for 15 years just so I could betray you.
That's fucked up.
Just so I could make you take the fall. It was me, Barry.
Good people. I love that meme.
What?
It was me, Barry.
Yeah, that's really...
Your Honor, the defense requests that we be allowed to use the metal detector.
I call for a suspension of this trial. This is a privacy invasion. Invasion of privacy.
Statute of limitations runs out on this case today. It was you who said we had to end it right here, right now.
Enough. I permit the use of the metal detector. Mr. Von Karma, you will submit yourself to testing.
Nick, what does this mean?
I don't know, but we have to give it a shot. This is like the biggest like blind shot that worked ever.
Oh, that is.
It reacted.
Okay,
Something's
well.
inside his
the
right
other
shoulder.
was the right.
The bullet. Mr. Von Karma?
It was you!
I was afraid this would happen.
There, what?
God,
So
he's gonna
I
pull out a
remained
gun.
silent.
He goes
just pulled out a
crazy.
gun in the middle of the
You'll
corridor.
never take me alive!
Bailiff.
Indeed, there is a bullet in my shoulder. However, it has nothing to do with this incident.
That's a perfect what?
What?
I was shot in the shoulder long before the DLC incident. I claim the bullet in my shoulder has no relation to the DLC. Everything has no relation.
But, Mr. Von Karma, can you prove that?
No, I can't, but I don't have to prove anything.
I have no obligation to prove anything. It's Mr. Wright that must prove the shit, not me.
They can compare the ballistics of the bullets.
It's Mr. Wright who has to prove anything, not me. Mr. Wright, well, can you prove it? Can you prove that the bullet in Von Karma's shoulder was from DL-6?
Of course he can't. You don't have any of the DMC evidence.
Because we took it out of the records room yesterday.
It's a shame that X-rays don't exist these times. With no proof, you cannot convict me of any crime. So sorry, Mr. Wright.
No, I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. Von Karma.
What?
We were close, one day away from freedom. But you see, I have proof.
What?
Who would have thought you would dig your own grave trying to convict Edgeworth? I can link that bullet in your shoulder to the DL6 incident. And here's my final proof.
That's a bullet. Where did...
This is the bullet used in the DL6 incident. This was taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth. The bullet is preserved quite nicely with all the ballistic markings.
Ballistic
intact.
markings?
As we know, it is the fingerprint of the gun.
Ah.
Oh god, yeah, we're gonna go with this. You may recall the term. It
How
came
did
up
you
in
know to
first
pick the
about
bullet?
2 days ago. I was literally gonna
Sorry.
say it.
What the fuck?
I'm gonna
Pick the
lose
bullet?
it.
It's the only
How did you
bullet
know to
that
pick
actually
the
says
bullet?
it.
Because it's...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, still bears clear ballistic markings.
And it
Okay.
So we're gonna have to pull that bullet out of
yeah, exactly.
Von
Just prove
Karma,
it.
whether or not he likes it or not. Ballistic markings are the fingerprints of a weapon. All bullets fired from a gun are marked with that weapon's unique pattern. By examining the markings, you can
Well, at
tell
least this
which
game is
weapon
thorough
fired
by
the
repeating
bullets.
it, because if it was a real court, they would definitely repeat it twice, or as many times as needed.
It is quite accurate.
We have 2 bullets in our possession. One, the bullet removed from Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other, Mr. Von Karma, is the bullet buried in your shoulder. We can analyze both bullets. Then, if the markings match, we would know
It's like
that both
a
bullets
medic
have been
comes out
fired
of
from the
nowhere,
same
like-
gun.
Oh, I'm gonna love this.
I think it's bullshit that we have to go this far, because the counter
It's-
for
it's
Von
it's
Karma is like, oh, this
technically-
can't be the same bullet in my shoulder. It's just a coincidence. It's like, yeah, but if you were fired from a different situation, you would
Yeah,
go to the hospital.
so okay, so
Because you-
I'm going to give
So-
the game the chance only because it's technically that game logic thing where the ending has to be dragged on
fantasy.
kind of feeling, because this is technically the last chapter technically.
Yeah. Alright, keep going.
The bracing pistol, in other words, is the murder weapon that killed Gregory Edgeworth. Are we sweating now? Mr. Von Karma, you will let us remove the bullet from your shoulder. Then we'll compare the ballistic markings to those on this bullet. And solve this case once and for all. Well, Mr. Von Karma,
Yeah, the scream.
Oh, there it is.
Edgeworth is like, I remember this scream. That scream from that day. I've heard that scream before.
just called it.
My God!
I know.
What a weird scream.
I remember when my dad died, he made that.
Help, I can't breathe. Quiet.
Scream.
I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. Stop breathing my air. I'll stop you. Stop breathing my air. Get away. Get away from my father. Yes.
You
100%.
identify a
No,
man
no,
by
no,
his
no, no.
scream. This is like in Les Miserables when you identify the slave, when the police guy identifies the slave by the way he lifts
15
heavy
years
things.
ago. Von Karma, it was you who screamed. Well, I'm assuming if it's traumatizing, I'm assuming anybody would be able to identify the
Mr.
scream of a person.
Oh yeah? Mr. Von Karma?
Exorcist.
This
like
is like
Exorcist.
Izzo right here.
Yeah, he was
What
like,
the hell
yeah,
is, like,
I couldn't even
Dark
follow that.
Souls.
it's like a demon coming out of him.
Edgeworth,
It was you.
motherfucker.
Yeah. He's banging his head.
What the fuck?
You don't have to say it.
Are you okay, Mr. Karma?
Your father shamed me with a penalty on my record. And you,
Okay,
you
so
left
it
a
is a
on my
scar.
shoulder that would never fade. I'll bury you. I'll bury you with my bare hands in death.
Okay, so there we go. I guess he couldn't get rid of the scar.
Man.
I would think that you would be able to heal a scar like that. I don't know. Again, I don't know. I don't know anything about it.
Oh.
This is the
We're gonna
judge.
make this prove her.
I think this is
I
the
have thought
judge.
that Edgeworth would be the one to catch you.
Yeah.
Is this
Yeah, this is
Past
the
judge,
prosecutor. Or what this is whatever like
Oh.
chief commissioner person. Police person.
I'm
I'm
sorry,
sorry.
but you will have to be penalized. I've covered for you in the past, but not this time.
Edgeworth. That could do better.
Towards a shock like
yes.
none I've ever known. Who is talking? Me? Penalized?
Yeah, I think so.
It took hours for me to regain my composure. Suddenly I found myself in the darkness. I was in the court record rooms. I must have wandered in there without thinking where I was going. The room was pitch black. The might have gone out. I went out to the hall and found my way to the elevators. I pressed the button, but nothing happened. Who knew elevators don't work in a blackout? Then there was a noise.
Elevators still working a blackout. Isn't there like a backup generators for some elevators? Depending on the building, of course.
I don't know.
There's
I
a lot of
think
flaw with
sometimes,
this
but that's kinda
elevator's
rare.
architecture, but I was in pain, a horrible pain, a burning pain in my shoulder. Just then the light came back on. The elevator door opened before my eyes. I saw 3 people inside, all lay unconscious from oxygen deprivation. Much to my surprise, a pistol lay at my feet. I knew then it was destiny.
Wait, wouldn't he have fingerprints on the gun then?
They didn't check for fingerprints back then.
I'm perfect. I wear gloves or some shit like that. In his last moment, Gregory Edgeworth was still unconscious, because he was dead. He died never knowing who had shot him.
Later, he spoke through a medium.
Later,
Or
he's...
Yogi.
What?
No, I'm just laughing.
Later, he speak through a medium, blaming Mr. Yogi. He was a fool. It was a perfect crime.
Fool the ghost.
Tisk, tisk, tisk. Who would have thought another man who would have come to the open that elevator door? Judge,
Whoa, what?
what are you doing? Do your job. Bring an end to this miserable charade.
Sure.
Now, end it.
Very well.
Oh, he's like gone crazy. He's just acting normal now.
It appears that we have come to a very
Well, at
long
least he
way
admitted
to
defeat.
the end of this maze. 15 years later,
Yes, sir.
Mr. Miles Edgeworth, you were innocent. You are innocent. And as
Yes,
you
Your
said, it was all a nightmare. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty. That is all. This court is adjourned.
Nick, we did it. Did you see his face on Karma? Looked even paler than usual. Oh, I loved it. He's pretending to be all cool, but inside you crushed him, Nick. Crushed him like powder into freaking bone dust. I gotta say, I'm impressed.
was pretty close though. I was sure we had it.
I know I was on the verge of tears the whole time myself, but now it's all just a good memory.
So it's
Right.
finally over, Edgeworth.
I'm not sure how to say this.
Yeah?
Say thank you. I know. Try thank you.
Thank you is a start.
I see.
There we go.
Thank you, right?
You're welcome.
It's like,
Does
see
this
you
mean you
in
can
court.
start being nice again?
I think you could have.
See you in court next week when I try and like condemn your person to like death again.
They don't call me Phoenix Belmont for nothing.
Wait, what?
Sorry, I'm not good at this sort of thing. Got a lot to learn. Wow, Maya, you too.
Got you there.
Whoop! Amazing, pal. You pulled through just like I thought you would. I'll never forget this. Oh, you one, pal. And tonight, let's party. Dinner's on me. Yeah, my salary went down a bit this
No,
month,
you shouldn't care. I'm sorry.
but who cares?
Wait, what? Wait, why you gotta go down?
Remember from
Well,
the
no,
other
no.
one
I think
when
it's
he gave
also
the wrong
because he
information?
lost his court battle. I
I
think.
don't really.
I guess that would be the information. But I thought it was a different month.
When he gave the wrong information, and then Edgeworth mentions that
Wasn't that in
maybe
July,
they
though?
need to talk
This
about
is
his
September.
salary or
I mean,
something
December.
like that.
Maybe it's
Oh, what's
something
it?
to do with Mr. Edgeworth, where
Yeah, you're right.
he
I'm
works for
assuming it's
Mr.
because
with Mr. Edgeworth.
he had to go
something like that.
find
I don't know.
the Yaniogi because he let a suspect go.
Maybe it's because he was
that's
acting
possible.
really emotional
Because he's
in
on
the
Edgewood's
police
side.
precinct. You know, he says like,
This theme
Okay.
song, I just realized, kind of sounds like
There's a lot of
John theme.
remakes.
a bit, yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah.
I've heard-
Earlier, it,
That's how you
it
say
kinda
thank
felt like that.
I see. I'm not doing that. I feel foolish.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's me for sure. Don't worry, take it a little at a time. You'll get used to it.
It's been 10 years since I've seen Edgeworth with
She's
his
still-
garden.
Hey,
La-
y'all!
Hey, you're that bitch.
Y'all were great in there.
I should become a courtroom
awesome.
reporter.
Yo, Edgeworth, congrats!
Thank you very much. I can't do that at all. Alright,
Thank
thank
you.
y'all very much.
I knew you were innocent from the start, of course.
I was waiting for Seth to say something.
Shut the fuck up, bitch.
Is a liar.
Just look at you. You wouldn't stick your hand in the cookie jar even if no one was there.
You were the witness on the first day of the trial, weren't you?
Yeah, well, let bygones be bygones, eh?
Speaking of which, what are you doing now, Bono?
Oh,
me?
fast.
Oh, I went back to college. Gave up trying to be an investigative photographer pretty quick.
Really? That's too bad.
Huh? Isn't that the hot dog guy from the park?
Who was Butts again? Oh, it was Jonah. Yeah.
Wait, what?
I think I did it. It's over, Nick. My life's over. Why the sad face, Larry? What happened now? Oh, Nick, I'm not long for this world. But you don't look sick. It's Kianse. She's going to live in Paris. Paris, Nick. She's leaving me behind. Could have seen that one coming.
Yes,
Yo,
here I am.
there you are. Hey, yeah. Congrats, Edgy. Here, a little gift from me.
Celebration. Cool for you.
Hairy Butts, you come along tonight too. My treat, pal.
Huh? Thanks. Looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Yo, Nick.
Isn't this guy named Larry Butts?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's the super
the money. He gave back the money from when they were in elementary
Wait,
school.
what?
He gave it back to Edgeworth.
And he says,
Oh wow.
well, that's no way. And he says,
Oh, we're gonna find out.
No,
he says, and he says, truth, that's not police talk for prison food, right? Right?
Right.
I think you'll be fine, Larry. Yeah, what's up?
That Larry gave me. It's got money in it.
Well, yeah, that's not that strange. People give money away to celebrate something.
It's $38,
$35
right?
or something. Or $38. Huh? What a weird amount. I mean, it's not a little, but it's not a lot either.
Nick,
$38 exactly.
it is.
wasn't that the exact
What
amount
the
of
fuck?
lunch money that was
Larry.
stolen from Mr. Edgeworth in school?
$38. No. No, Larry, it was you?
What are you
Got
so
away
surprised
with
about?
it.
Huh?
Huh?
Larry was absent that day from school, right? But that doesn't automatically rule him out of suspect. Think about it, back to that day 15 years ago. Larry took the day off, but he was bored, so he came into school anyway. Then he saw the money lying there, and the rest is history.
I never was good at history. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
I just couldn't picture Larry protecting you like he did that day. Everyone else was saying you did it. The whole class was against you, remember? Yeah.
Yeah, too
Right?
loud.
You may not know this, but we used to have a saying back in the school.
When something smells, it's usually the bus. I know.
Really, right? I'm surprised you didn't figure it out. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Well, this sure is an unexpected turn of events, eh? Edgeworth. You should have told
Nick,
me.
it was 15 years ago. Don't you think the statute of limitation has run out, Mr. Edgeworth? I'd say so, yes.
There you have it.
This right here, we're looking at a real mastermind.
Where does
Not
that
that
leave
on
you?
karma
Where does
guy.
that leave me? I became a
Oh,
defense attorney
man.
because of what you two did.
Oh. I don't know. I mean, that's pretty good. That's pretty amazing.
bro.
Becoming a lawyer is really hard. I wouldn't know shit about lawyers. Well, you always
Jesus
you
Christ.
have always been
Oh,
something of an
okay.
insufferable emotionalist. Oh wow.
Just put us in the ground, why don't you?
Yeah, and you get worked up too easily too. Just death! The death sentence for both of you. Man, if only I'd known, I'd have
Goes for
become
me.
a prosecutor.
Only the other way around. For the longest time, I thought that I might have killed my own father. I thought I might be a criminal. I became a prosecutor in part to punish myself. If I had known the truth, I might have become a defense attorney after all. Want to switch, right?
Edgeworth. No.
Hey, y'all. Why
Hey,
not?
photo time.
I'll
Let's
take
go.
a photo.
Lala, you gotta pay
And
for
after
yourself.
that, dinner's on me.
Detective Gumshoe took us out on the town that night. We celebrated Edgeworth's newfound freedom, even though Edgeworth himself was still in detention.
No, I'm taking the
You went without him?
to
Jeez.
detention just to finish up the paperwork, kind of thing. Yeah. I mean, he is a free man, right? So he probably
Okay,
just has to
okay.
finish up paperwork. They were out
Man,
drinking.
why are we in the office at 5 a.m.? Whoa, I went a little overboard yesterday.
Maybe he actually lives in the
My head
office.
hurts. Huh? It's still only 5. Maybe I should go back to sleep.
Oh, yeah.
What's this? A letter?
Good morning, Nick. You were really impressive yesterday. Seeing you made me think about it, what I'm doing here. I'm a spirit medium in training, of course. I wanted to help Mr. Edgewood too. I wanted to help you, but I couldn't. I was useless. So I've decided to go back to my training. I'll become a full-fledged spirit medium for starters. I couldn't say it to your face, so I left this letter. Goodbye, Nick.
Goodbye? What time is it? Ah, the first trains for the mountains have already left. To the station.
Is there
To
American
the station.
stations that's like this? This is more Japanese.
Yeah, Japanese.
I know,
is more
but
like
there's
this.
mostly
And
some
America
ones, right?
do have train stations, but I mean, I don't know. The trains would look kind of.
Like this?
No, we do have above ground
Hmm.
trains, but I just don't think they would look like this exactly. But whatever.
Hey,
I guess
Nick.
I'm too late. Maya.
Yeah,
So you're leaving?
it's hard being a spirit medium who can't talk to spirits. And I think you'll do fine with that, Nick. Be good, okay?
Oh, gee, what the hell are you doing? Oh, wait!
Huh?
I never could have saved Edgeworth without your help. On the last day of the trial,
You
I
heard
heard her.
my sister?
Heard Leah's voice. Yes, only her voice, but still. It was at the very end when I
Oh, that's
thought
my
we
sister
lost
for you.
everything.
Detective Gumshoe helped, and Mr. Grossberg, and even Larry. I'm the only one who couldn't help. That was useless, Nick. Well, I mean, you actually helped, but okay. She got.
But you were the one who
That's true.
stopped Von Karma, Maya.
All I did was wander around in the maze. Evidence?
Sorry, but I have evidence that you helped. Someone has some evidence to cheer her up. Was it the bullet when she tackled him?
No,
Not
I
that
think
bullet,
we
the other
have to
You can have this
return that.
bullet.
Come on.
A bullet?
Von Karma was convinced he had taken all of the evidence pertaining to DL6. But you were the one who rescued the last piece of evidence we needed. This was the bullet that put an end to Von Karma.
I just noticed that sentence.
You were
That
the one who
bullet
gave
put
it
an
to me.
end to Von Karma. He's now dead. Yeah. I'll be
Thanks,
back
Smile.
soon.
I couldn't have done it without you.
I'm going to complete my training and come back.
Huh?
In the next episode of Phoenix
Okay.
Wright. Episode.
I'll be waiting.
Sorry, not episode. Phoenix Wright 2.
I don't know about that.
So this is it. See you soon.
See you soon, Maya.
1 year later.
Wow, what a happy, fuzzy, what do you call it? Like warm, like makes your belly
Yeah,
all,
to find
all happy, doesn't it?
yeah, to find
So
out there's
my
an episode
student.
5.
Time to turn a new page. And say goodbye to the novice defense attorney that I once was. Now a new story begins. With the same old crazy cast of characters.
Huh. I don't think
Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to rethink that plan.
Yes, Your Honor. Oh, I got a bad feeling about this.
Okay.
Wow. They did such a good job.
His actual thing is kind of being like,
Hey
making
pal,
wild claims.
Mr. Edgeworth came down to the precinct to
Whoa,
wish me a happy
Detective
new year.
Gumshoe.
Talk about a pleasant surprise. Then
Does
he
he
hung
actually
his
say
head
whoop?
low and went right back outside. Kind of like he was embarrassed or something. Strange, huh?
is Edgeworth is okay? Does Edgeworth know how humans work?
Autistic.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Does he have like... Huh? Nick? I haven't seen him lately. Who, me? I've been working at the cheese shop. That Missy's a nice lady, but she's not exactly what you call a cheap date, huh? Oh, she's Hawaii
He's
right now.
always
yeah.
going for
Come on, this again.
models.
That's...
Always somewhere.
I thought he was actually gonna like randomly hook up with
possible.
Lotta Heart right at the end there or something.
The first, yeah, pain from the first.
Wait, what's?
injury.
Yeah, it's busy lately. I taught him everything he knows. I'm sure. I hope he's grateful. I'm sure he's grateful. Who the hell is this guy?
Yeah, we destroyed.
That guy was the first attorney we
We
saw in the
destroyed him.
tutorial.
Taught him everything he knows.
You should have no gateway on hotel. Should I kind of wish they would make that a little bit slower, just so that we can read the entire thing properly. Oh, I couldn't read it.
I can read
Yeah, like it's really hard to
You
narrate.
can
But
read
you
it, but
want
it's
to
hard to
say it
narrate
easily
it.
fast.
Oh, it's you, Phoenix Wright. Ah, yes, Mia's understudy, was he not? I wonder how he's doing. Haven't seen him of late. Ah, the days of my youth, like the scent of fresh lemon. You see.
I love
Yeah, no,
that.
the game is beautiful. Really good game. Really well done, except for her.
Phoenix Wright. Is he an actor? Well, not by you can't be a star with a name like Phoenix. You know, there's
Breaking
something
Bad.
trying to tell another DVDs
Breaking
and
Bad. I hope she
everything
doesn't
was
know.
wrong.
She doesn't know what a DVD is because she's too old.
Yeah,
It
VCR.
just that was the text.
VCR. Betamax, man, all the way.
You know, Princess Hitch. She was one that was very good too. Oh, and it became a face out of the public till this show's over.
What is
I
he
wouldn't
now?
want to ruin any kid's dreams, you know.
He's the
He's playing the
princess.
princess.
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Where's the
Yeah.
pink princess? Gosh, I guess the pink princess
What?
must be some sort of 8-foot Amazonian or
it's from
something.
India,
Jesus.
Sounds like she caught a cold standing under a waterfall. I wanted to visit but didn't have time, so I sent her some pink princess trading cards. She says she can't buy them where she is. What kind
Yeah,
of place does she live in?
Maya lives in the mountains.
Maya. I think she's talking about Maya. Yeah, Maya.
Oh yeah, Cody.
Right? Who's that? You want to talk? Let's talk pink princess, alright? But you know, I snuck into the studio the other day. And I saw one inside the pink princess suit. Oh, what a dog! I was kind of shocked for a boy my
So you
tender age.
saw blue power. Oh god,
Crushed.
that's funny.
Yeah, I remember, right? That lawyer guy.
Oh
Oh,
god.
me? I'm in training to become a paranormal photographer. You know that picture I took of everyone? Well, just behind them, there's a ghost. For real. Now that's talent. I'm gonna be famous.
She's not coming back.
A ghost? Wait, that ghost must have been Mia.
Oh, it could be Mia. I think it's Mia.
Or maybe it was Greg. Oh god, it was me.
It's Mia right there. Victory.
Oh crap! What's his name is huge.
Yeah, Gumshoe
Yeah,
is supposed to be big.
What, dude?
Gumshoe, yeah, Gumshoe.
Yeah, quite literally.
Hold it, it's not over yet.
Nice to be asked. One new episode's been out.
Who are these people?
Well,
You got the main character from My Hat in Time on the left there.
Yeah, you're absolutely
I think
right.
it's the
That
main
is the
I think
character from that.
it's the
Is it?
mascot.
Oh, yeah, look.
No, I think it's the
It's her, but,
the
like,
mascot.
older
Okay,
when
at
she
least.
aged up.
It was the mascot for the police station. The one with the jester hat.
Hmm.
But yeah, thank you very much for coming by, and we'll play episode 5 next week. Thank you and bye.